basically the new dashboard.
This is the dash.
It looks beautiful. We got your account basically set up, and I think you went in there and customized your admin profile, which looks great.
Oh,
Uh,
this is mine here. This is my dashboard.
this is yours.
Oh, how posh.
Yep, this is your
Yeah, I
dashboard.
just have a little flick around and press a few buttons and things like that. And I thought, I'll just wait till I talk to you.
Yeah, I'm going to actually walk you through the entire thing. I'm going to walk you through the entire dashboard, and then what I'm also going to do is at some point today, I'm going to have my team actually add your accounts into the dashboard so we can get everything synced up and working for you and ready to roll. I just want to show you how to use everything before I start
Yeah.
dumping in the accounts.
Awesome.
So I'm going to give you a quick little tour. And if you have any questions, just feel free to stop me at any time, and we'll just kind of roll through everything, okay?
Okay.
So I guess one of the main things, kind of what took so long, I would say, and what pushed us back probably about a week in development was the fact that we thought that it was super important to create a demo account that's going to be attached to every single new account. So every person who signs up to DashClicks is automatically going to get an account that's called demo. And basically what that's going to be used for is two things. One, to actually show the person what DashClicks actually is. And two, it's also going to be used as a sales tool for you. So you can actually log in. Everything's fully white labeled, as you can see. You got your domain name here. You got your logo. Everything's under your brand and your information, right? So now when you're prospecting and you're going through sales calls with clients, you can say, hey, on top of this awesome service that we're giving you, I'm also going to be able to provide tons of value by giving you free dashboard access where you can come in, log in, and check out your entire campaigns, multi-channel approach, reporting, activities on what's going on with your account, literally everything from A to Z right there inside of the dashboard.
It's pretty sexy.
So, yeah, so you'll always have this in here. Like I said, it's going to be a demo account, and I'm going to do the demo based on that account since it's fully populated with just pretty much demo data. It's not real data, but everything is active, and that way you'll be able to see kind of the beauty of what Dash can really do full force.
And I think when you show people, it's yeah, that's how it's felt.
Awesome. And I know you're, I think you're cutting like in and out. I can barely hear you a little bit. I don't know if your mic is on or off.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
That definitely works. Awesome. So I'm just going to start. And like I said, if you have any questions, just feel free to stop me at any time, and I'll answer anything you have. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
So also just to talk about, I guess, like the back end, kind of the way that we coded Dash. So there's 3 different user permissions on Dash. There's admin, which is going to be yourself. You're the owner of the agency. Right? That's going to give you basically full control over everything. You can literally control anything inside of the dashboard. You have no limitations, right? And then there's what we call managers, which is basically your project managers. So these are people where if you have a team, or once you start growing and you want to build out some project managers to be able to manage the accounts and do some customer service calls, just go over reporting with the clients maybe once a month, or just anything project manager related. You can assign them an actual user account, label them as a project manager, and they have limited access to the account, so they can't go in there and delete or add new accounts. The only thing that they can do is basically go in there and manage the account. They can add activities to the activity feed. They can view all the reporting for the account, but they don't have admin rights to actually add or delete or make any like big changes to the account, right? Change anything in the agency settings or stuff like that. Only you can do that as the admin. And then there's a client role, which is probably one of the most important ones, right? So once you actually set up a company, then you can actually go in. So as you see, I'm set up under demo. Then you can actually go over here and you can go under company users. So this is going to be all the users within this company. And once we start adding all your accounts in here, they're all going to be listed in here. And then you can also search, eventually you're probably going to have hundreds of accounts, right? So eventually you can go in here and you can just search for an account, or you can just select it from the drop down. But basically any company that you select here, all of these links are all going to be pertained to this specific company. So it's basically changing the entire dashboard every time you change one of these. So all your clients are right here. You can easily switch back and forth. You don't need to log into 20,000 different platforms. It's all right here at your fingertips, right? So, going in and adding company users is an example. So now let's say you signed up a company and it's called ABC Plumbing as an example, right? You can literally just go in here and you can add a new user under that company. And that user will basically have access to this company only. So that can be maybe the owner of the company. It can be maybe one of the managers, or sometimes a receptionist want access to the account, right? And you can do that pretty much unlimited. So if, let's say, you sign up a company and they have, the company is owned by 3 people, and then they have 3 managers and 2 receptionists, and it's a huge company, and all 10 people want access to the dashboard. You can just go in here and set them up with accounts.
Yep.
Right? Go ahead and set them up with accounts, and then you can assign a role to them. So what kind of role are they? Are they a manager? Are they a client? So you can just toggle off client, and that will basically set them up with a client account. Not only that, you can also set the status as well. So if somebody goes inactive or active, you can do that as well, and then you can assign it to a specific company as well. So you can go ahead and assign it to demo as an example, and that will give this user client access to demo company.
Okay. Yep. And then does the client get an automatic email?
They are, yeah. So that's one thing that we're working on. We're going to have that done probably by the end of this week. But essentially what's going to happen is every user that you add, it's all going to be fully white labeled. They're going to get a branded email, all under your brand and colors and contact information. That's basically going to just tell them, hey, welcome to the dashboard. We're going to come up with some nice verbiage. And then it'll be a link for them to be able to click on it and actually log straight into your dashboard under your white labeled link, under your brand and everything like that, pretty much.
Okay. Yep, perfect.
So let me go swing back over to the dashboard. I'm actually going to start with the top menu. So right now when you click Dash, really all it does is it takes you to this page where you can go in and you can select different accounts. Okay.
So does the client see that? That's their main homepage?
Yeah, so the client basically will see this, but they will only have access to their account, right?
Yep.
They're not going to have access to companies because these are all the companies inside of your account. These are all your clients, right?
Okay.
So they're not going to be able to see any data that they shouldn't see, like your customers or your other users on the platform. They're only going to see what's related to their actual company, nothing else.
Yep, gotcha. Backtrack to that last question.
Sure.
Once I add a new client as a user, do you then get notified that I've got a new client automatically, or do I still need to?
That is a great question. Great question. So we actually added that right here. So you go ahead, and this is basically.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So right now, we're trying to streamline the approach. It's actually going to get better in about 1 month. The next task that we have in our system, the next big update that we're going to be releasing within the next 30 days or so, is a way to basically automate the entire platform where you can literally go in and you don't even need to ask us. You can go in and you can add a new client, select the services that they want, check out right there within the dashboard, set up the client account, onboarding. Onboarding documents automatically get sent out to the client. Everything starts and the client has access to the dashboard. It's all going to be automated, the entire process.
OMG. Is that in 30 days?
So for right now, just to have somewhat of a streamlined approach, these are all going to go to a specific email. And really all you need to do is, let's say you want to just go and add a new account. You have somebody that wants services. For right now, all you got to do is just go ahead and click this button, add new services. You can either give us a call, or you can just send us a message and we respond pretty much within like an hour or so, if obviously it's during business hours. This is also all going to be pre-filled out with all of your information, so you don't even need to fill this out. You can just go over here and say, hey, got a new client. Company is called ABC Plumbing. Please call me, or something like that, right? And my spelling is off. But yeah, and then you just go ahead, you click send message, and it'll automatically send the message to our team, and we'll be notified that you need to add a new account. We'll get you on the phone, or we'll get in contact with you via Skype, via Slack, and we'll basically get everything set up for you. But like I said, this is going to be completely automated in the next 30 days. So this is just kind of like a placeholder for right now to sort of streamline the approach a little bit better, keep things organized.
And we still correspond in Slack as well.
Yep. Another big update that's coming out also in V2. We have probably about a 3-month timeline for V2. But what we're going to be doing is every time we update a big feature or something, probably once a week, we're going to push the new update live. We're not going to wait. So there's going to be tons of new features that are going to be coming into the dashboard over the net, probably endless, because we're always just going to keep making it better and better. But at least for the next 3 months, you're going to see some major updates happening inside of the dashboard. This is just
That's
V1.
exciting.
Yeah. So I'm going to walk you through the new dashboard actually right now. So before we didn't have this. We didn't have like an overview of the account. So essentially what's going to happen is, you can log in and you can see your customer's account. Your managers on your team can log in and see your customer's account. This is just a bird's eye view of everything that's happening on this specific account, right? Now, your clients also see this as well, right? So they're going to log in and they're going to have access to their account and they're going to be able to see this and only this. They're not going to see any other clients, right? Now, what's good about this is you might have, like we have, you might have a company or a person, right? You might have a person that has 3 companies, right? And they're doing 3 different types of services with you. And each company's got their own services, right? So you can give that user access to all 3 companies as well.
Oh, right.
They don't need 3 different logins, right? You can just create them a user account. You go up here, you go to manage users, right? You create them a user account, you go ahead and you add new users, and then you just go down here and you put them as a client. You'll fill out all their information, and they'll be able to edit this too once they have access. But they can't edit this, obviously, right? So you'll be assign them a client role, and you just go here, and you can just assign them specific companies that you want, and you can assign multiple companies.
Wow, a lot of thoughts gone into this.
Yeah, it's a lot of logic behind the beautiful screen, but it's taken a while, but it's come out beautiful. So also here, so basically in the dashboard, you can see a couple of different things. First thing you'll see is right here, the services box. And right now, as you can see, everything's toggled on active because this is a demo account. We want to be able to show you the full, the full force of Dash. But if, you'll also see things that are not active, and this is going to be great for an upselling tool because a lot of the times what's going to happen is, somebody might log into the actual platform, a customer, and they might say, oh, you know what? I have directory listings and I have SEO, but I don't have social media. I don't have Facebook ads. I don't have website analytics. What are all of these things, right? And it's going to be under inactive. And what's going to be really, really cool is you can actually go and you can click on one of these as a customer, right? And I'm going to go in here and let me just toggle one thing off really quick. So I can go in here now. Oh, actually, this is a demo account, but I'll show it to you on a real account once we get one of the accounts in there. Let me just get that back on. So what's going to happen is we built in basically a little mini upselling tool. So your clients are going to be able to log in, and they're going to know that they don't have certain things active. However, what's going to happen is, let's say if somebody doesn't have listings active, they can go and they can click on listings. But they're going to get a notification pop up that basically says, hey, unfortunately, this service is not activated. However, please contact your account manager, and it's going to put your information in there or whatever project manager is assigned to it for more information. But in the meantime, we're also going to give you some sample data so you can see what it does look like if you did activate the account. And then it's going to show them all sample data.
Wow.
And then it's going to have a little red box here that basically is going to say, hey, this is just a sample account. This is not an active account, just some sample data, right? So
fantastic.
So that's basically, and I'll swing back over to the dashboard. So that's for the services. Then recent activities is basically going to see what's going on their actual account. Recent leads, the leads that just recently came in. Website analytics. SEO, if they're in an SEO campaign, the top 5 keywords that are going up and down for the last 30 days. Directory listings, Google ads, Facebook ads, call tracking. And then there's another one here, which is going to be for websites. And that's going to be coming soon, probably in the next couple of days. That should be there. It's already in here. We just got to link it up to the dashboard. So I'm going to swing over now to activity feed. So for activity feed, what's cool about this is anytime anything that's going to happen on the account. So let's say we're working and we're doing a SEO campaign and we just finished doing our keyword research, right? So what's going to happen is we can manage categories where we can select predefined categories here, and it'll automatically fill out this form so we can work quickly, and so can you guys if you need to send out any quick notifications to your clients, right? So let's say I want to add a new category, and I want to call this keyword research. And then I'm going to select SEO as the tag because this is related to the SEO campaign. Then I'm going to say, we just finished doing keyword research on the account. We've selected 10 keywords. I'm just using this as an example. I'm going to go, essentially, I just go over here and I click keyword research, and it's automatically going to pre-fill this out.
Templates up and
basically just setting up quick templates. And then if I have a URL that I want to add as an example, let's say if I'm talking about a specific URL, right, I can just go in here and pop in the URL. Let's say maybe I'm doing like a new blog on a website, and I posted the blog and I want to show the customer the blog. I can add the link to the blog as well. And then if I want, I can actually notify the customer. So I can go in here and I can just toggle off yes. Now this is a demo account, so it's not going to let me toggle yes. But you just go over here, we click yes, we click add new account, and then it's going to say new task added successfully, and there it is.
Oh, wow.
And what's cool about this is just a demo account, but it's going to actually show that you guys are doing the work, that your team is doing the work. So anybody that's related, so if I go to company services as an example, and you see that all these services are active, right? They're all blue, they're all active. Now, if I go in here and I go to SEO, so I can assign an actual project manager to this specific account. Now, if this wasn't a demo account, it would show me your information and your project manager's information as you start adding them into the platform. And the reason why we're assigning a project manager onto specific services is because as you scale your agency, you're going to have different departments, right? You're going to have one department that might just focus on customer service for all SEO clients and listings clients. Then you're going to have another project manager that just focuses on paid media, customer service for paid media like Google ads and Facebook ads, right? So you can go in here and you can assign project managers to it, and inside of the activity feed, it's actually going to show that person who's assigned to that actual category. It's going to show as if they did the actual task.
Right.
And it's going to show the date, the time, the person's image, the task ID, the person's name is going to be here as well. And then they can visit the link. The admins or project managers can go in there and edit anything if they maybe made a mistake and they want to edit it. And the client is going to get a beautiful white labeled email notification letting them know this was just done. And it's going to look just like this.
Wow. Excellent.
It's going to have all of your branding and all of your information on it. And once your customer logs in, so your customer is going to have access to this, but he's not going to have access to this top portion to add any tasks. He's only going to have access to the timeline. He can't edit or delete anything. He's just going to have access to view the timeline. He can also, let's say, see what was done on my account in the last 7 days, what was done on my account last month, right? And he can filter it, and it will actually show everything by date.
That's great.
Now we're going to get into the cool stuff. So then we have an entire leads platform. So for leads, we're tracking 3 different types of sources. We're tracking phone calls through call tracking. We're tracking forms through our form tracker algorithm that we've built, which I'll show you in a second. And then we're tracking funnels. So if you're using ClickFunnels, or if the client's running any type of social media campaigns and you're using a funnel type approach, we can also track funnels as well. So for phone calls, you'll actually see, it'll basically list out everything here. You can also do a bunch of filtering options. So you can filter by type, you can filter by source as they're coming in, you can filter by campaign, and you can filter by category.
Wow.
If I go to phone call here, you'll see.
I know, I listened to one. You can actually listen to the phone call.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm going to show you. You can actually listen to the phone call. You can see everything. So right here, you can see that this lead came in on August 31st. Now, once again, this is just a demo account. This lead came in on August 31st. Her name was Cheryl. This is her phone number. This is the lead. It came in. Looks like they went from the website, and then they actually called, right? You can see here that this is an AdWords campaign from the ad extension. This is direct. This is from a Google AdWords campaign. So it'll show you all the different sources. And then when I actually go here on details, I can actually, and so can the client and so can the manager, they can actually go in here and view more information about that one lead. They can listen to the phone call.
Evening property management.
Right? Fully white labeled.
I know.
They can also go in here, and the customer, what's cool about this is giving the customer a way to interact with the actual platform in a white labeled environment. But what happens is when the customer goes in here and they start marking their leads, what do you think happens? Our project managers for our account, the people who are working on the account on all your campaigns, they're going to be able to go in here and see how the lead quality is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to see if the leads are good leads or if they're bad leads or if we need to make any changes to the campaign. So the client can actually log into the system and they can go and they can see, you know what, this lead was, right now this was a good lead, but I'm working on closing it. And then I'm just going to save it.
Yep.
Now this is a demo account, so I'm not allowed to change anything on here, but it'll eventually change the category. I can also go in here and I can add it as a client. So let's say this guy became a client. I can add notes. Client. It's not going to save it because I'm in demo. But it'll basically add notes to the account as well. So this is basically a stream, which we call lead flow, of all of the leads that are coming in from phone calls, form submissions, or funnels. You can also filter by date here. You can also do a custom date range as well. Then you can swing over to over time. You can get an entire breakdown of all of the leads that are happening in the system. And you can get a daily breakdown. So you see August 31st, we had 4 phone calls. August 30th, we had 5 phone calls, 3 form submissions, and you can see the total of everything. And it gives you a day-by-day breakdown.
Yeah, great. So could I go into, say, click on the customers by the month where it says 163, and then can you export them out in an Excel file or something?
Yeah, so what's cool is all of your customers are right here. Now, we are working on exporting features, so you're going to be able to do that very soon. Right now, you can't. It's all inside the dashboard. But we added a lot of really cool custom algorithms to the actual customer section. So this is basically your customer section, and there's 2 fields here. So this is how many customers you've had during this period, which is 8/1 to 8/31. And this is how many total customers you have in the actual dashboard. So as you start using this for a couple months, this is going to start filling up, right? And what's cool here is you can actually go to one of the customers, you can click on the details, and you can actually see the entire client journey of how they found you. So you can see that on June 17th, the customer actually called us from a Google AdWords campaign. I can listen to the call recording of that specific day's call. Then again on July 7th, the customer called again from a Google AdWords campaign. Then on September 16th, again, they called from a Google AdWords campaign. And you'll actually see this fill up, especially for companies like doctor offices or attorneys or restaurants or just anything in general, where a lot of times it's people calling you recurring, right? So you can see the entire client journey. You can see exactly how each client is actually finding you. And this will show you multiple different options. This will show you form submissions in here too. So if they went on your website, see and actually filled out a form, if you left any notes on the actual lead itself, it will all be populated in here. And then you can also use this as a section to just leave client notes, just generally. And what's cool about this section is this is going to turn into like a full-blown CRM system eventually in the next couple of probably month or 2. So the clients are going to be able to use this as their actual CRM system too. You know, the goal of building Dash was we want to have everybody inside of the system, clients, project managers, admin. We want everybody living inside of Dash. We want this to be one spot for everything, right? And we also want to provide as much value to the customers as we can, because at the end of the day, that will help bring down your churn rate and make sure that you keep customers long-term, right? So especially if your customer comes in here and all of their data is in here for 6 months and all their customers are in here and all of their information is in here and their analytics and data, right? They're never going to want to leave, especially if they're getting great service.
Yeah, that's exactly right. However, some people are stuck with their own CRMs. Would there be like a down the track integrate with Zapier so that lead could go into their CRM externally?
Yeah, so eventually what we're going to do is we're actually going to plan on doing CRM integrations, which are going to integrate right into here. So if somebody's using Zoho or, you know, Pipedrive as an example, if they want to use their own CRM systems, we're going to have like a Pipedrive integration which every time a lead goes into Pipedrive, it'll all automatically be loaded into here.
So good. Excellent.
So,
Nice.
so that's basically the CRM section. You have your leads over time and then customers, which are all broken down right here.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have your SEO. So for the guys who are in an SEO campaign, over here it's going to basically show you the average page ranking for all the keywords that are in the system.
Mm-hmm.
Here it's going to show you how many of those keywords, what's a percentage of them that are actually on page number 1 of Google. And then it's going to show you how many keywords actually have improved ranking. And this is all based off last month. So if I go to the last 30 days as an example, these numbers are going to start changing. And if I scroll down, so this basically right now updates on a weekly basis. So every single week, this is going to have a new update. And it'll basically tell you last time that this was updated was September 17th. The next update is available on the 24th, which is in about 4 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they can go in here, you, the customers, your project managers, you guys can all go in here. You can see, as an example, if this was just a plumbing company for water heater installation, right now we're ranking on page 1. We're also position number 1.
Yeah.
As an example, for plumbing services, we're ranking on page 1. In August 21st, we were ranked number 2, but now on September 20th, we're ranked number 1, so we went up 1 spot.
Yep, great.
And you can actually see a granular overview of every single keyword.
It's nice.
So that's pretty much for the SEO section. This is going to also get built out a lot more. As time goes, there's going to be a lot more features in here. These 2 sections are probably one of the biggest integrations that we have. So Google Ads, as an example, we basically have the entire Google campaign platform interface in here, obviously in our own version. So over here, you're going to see top-level KPIs. So you're going to see the total cost, and this is all based on a date range. So there's a calendar here. This is just a demo account, so we removed it from the demo. But as an example, if this was showing the last 30 days, right? So we spent, $12,000 in AdWords. We got a total of 213 conversions. We're at $68 per conversion. We got 1,700 clicks. Cost per click is $8. Our average position in ads is 2.2, and then our CTR, which is our click-through rate, is 3.49 as an example. And you might have some customers that are running Google search and Google shopping, right? So we actually split them into 2 where we can separate the data.
What's the Google Shopping? Is that where you submit feeds of their products?
Exactly. So that's what it is. So if you have a customer that has an e-commerce website, you can actually submit your feed inside of the Google Shopping network and run ads based off of those.
Oh, and you can set all that up.
Yeah, it's all set up. And as you can see in here under Google Shopping, so we have a campaign level breakdown. We have ad groups. Now, this is just all sample data, obviously. We have ad groups. We have the ads. So over here, you'll see like the different shopping ads. And then here, you'll see the list of actual products.
Excellent.
Yep. And on a Google search, as an example, you have the same thing. You'll have campaigns. You'll have all of the ad groups. You'll have the ads that are actually running, so the customers can see what the ads are and which ones are the top performers.
Beautiful.
And the actual keywords as well, so they can see which keywords are performing the best. They can filter, as an example, if they want, on which ones are the top converting. So we see sewer pipe is the top converter for us, and we're getting leads at $23, and we spent $2,000 so far, but that's a pretty good cost per lead. So we can see everything, and we can also see an overview between Google Search and Google Shopping of which one's performing better.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty much full integration with Google Ads.
Ooh, show me the Facebook one.
Yeah, so the Facebook one is going to actually look similar to this.
Similar? Yep.
Yeah, so it's pretty much going to be identical to this almost, just a little bit different because it's more visuals with Facebook. Right now, the way that we have Facebook set up is we have the top level KPIs. So this is basically the account overview. And then here we have the campaigns that are actually running and then the ad sets that are running within them. And you can see split tested data. So you can see for this campaign, we got 419 leads. Our cost per acquisition is $21. We got 2,700 link clicks. So we can just see top level metrics.
Yeah, and that's what people want to know, really, isn't it?
Yep. Now, you can also see which campaigns are on and off, and you can also control which campaigns you want to integrate in here, which is very important because you might have a customer that's been running Facebook ads for 10 years, as an example, and now they want to hire you to run Facebook ads, but they're already running 10 different campaigns. They want to hire you just to run one campaign. So you don't want to integrate all the 10 campaigns that they're running. You want to integrate just the one campaign that you're running, right? So you can show them that your service is actually working, right? So you can actually control what campaigns are being run, and you can actually control the pixels from the campaigns as well.
Right. So you use all their Facebook pixel and do it in their business manager?
Yeah,
And
so
just
exactly.
the API in here. Okay.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is when you go and you connect, let's say you add a new company, or let's say we go in and we add a new company, right? Our team's going to actually be able to go to the Facebook ads integration section, or they'll go right here and they'll go to integrations, and then we'll go to Facebook ads. We'll go ahead and we'll connect it. And once the Facebook ads is actually connected, it's going to give us an option to select campaigns and to select pixels and attach the pixels to specific campaigns.
Freaking awesome, isn't it?
So the whole thing is going to be fully pretty much like a sniper approach. It's all organized right here in the system.
Love it. Are you going to be running Instagram and Bing as well?
Yeah, so Bing ads, we're already working on the integration. We're almost done. So we're going to have Bing ads in here as well. There's going to be another drop down. Right now, we do obviously service Bing ads. We just are in the process of doing the integration. So the integration will be right in here. It's going to look exactly the same as Google Ads.
Okay. And what about Instagram?
Instagram is actually already in here. However, we can connect Instagram ads, but it has to be done through the Facebook ads connector.
Yeah.
So let's say, and it's already in there. So in your Facebook ads manager, if you're running Instagram ads, all your Instagram ads will be inside of the Facebook ads platform. Yeah. So we'll be able to go in there and we'll be able to select the Instagram account if we're running only Instagram. So yes, right now you can integrate Instagram ads into here from the Facebook ads platform.
Okay, great.
Then we have analytics. So this is just top level view of your analytics of how many people are kind of going to the website. So visitors, visits, page views, and bounce rate. This is the total amount. Then we split it up by desktop, mobile, and tablets. And you can filter it, as an example, the last 7 days, last month as an example. See everything in here. Then we have listings. As an example, is basically it's going to show you all of the live listings. So as an example, I can go in here if I'm a customer and click view. Now right now it's not going to take me anywhere because it's just a dummy account. But I can click view and it's going to open up a new tab and it's going to show me the actual business profile. It's also going to show me if the business profile is live or not. Yeah. Some of these might be offline as an example. Some might be processing. So it'll tell you exactly what's happening with the actual account. And then it'll give you top level metrics on the Google business listing for right now. So Google business listing will tell you how many views and searches. Let me go to let's say last 90 days, see if we can pull up some data here. There we go. So you can see in the last, let's just say 30 days to make life easy. In the last 30 days, just on the Google business listing alone, we've had 1,300 views on search. We've had 2,900 views on maps. We had 18 people that got directions to my business. We had 11 phone calls, 27 website clicks, and then calls by hour broken down, so you can see what hours getting the most phone calls.
Wow.
So this is the directory listing integration. Then over here we have the website builder. So this is actually still in the works. So I'm going to get you some more information on that if you can give me probably about 1 more week.
Sure.
But it's actually, they're going to be able to go and they're going to edit their website from here and they can preview their website and then it'll just give them a little overview of if their website's published, if their SSL certificate is active, and then whatever their website ID is. And here it's going to show their actual screenshot of the homepage of their website.
Wow.
I'll show you some more. So calls for call tracking.
I really want to find out that call tracking and get that going for a few of those other clients that I've already got.
Yep. So call tracking is really important because call tracking is basically also where all of the leads get generated from. So we can't input the leads in here without call tracking. We can put the forms because the forms, we've developed a proprietary code where we just put 1 line of code on the website and any form submission that happens automatically gets pulled right into here into the lead flow system. And it'll track the source and all the form data. So as you can see here, you can see all the form data, track everything.
Yep.
So call tracking is very important. I highly recommend it for any client. I mean, all of our clients have call tracking, so very important. And I'll get you some pricing and stuff on that too. I know I still owe you that.
Yeah.
I actually have a whole pricing guide that we created, which is it's like a menu of all the pricing. I think I don't know if I sent it to you or not.
Not yet. No, I've been waiting on it.
I'll send that to you today at the end of the day. I have a pricing guide, and then we have a breakdown of each package. It's like a PDF, and it'll show you exactly what's included in each package.
Perfect.
So for call tracking as an example, it'll basically show you based off the time period that you're on, and it will change based off the time period, right? So everything can always be reported based off the calendar. The last 30 days, we got 143 phone calls. 96 came from the website, 29 came from Google AdWords, and 18 came from the Google AdWords campaign, right? This is just dummy data once again. And it'll give you a breakdown of the actual calls. You can listen to the phone calls once again. Everything's fully white labeled, right? So that's pretty much calls tracking. Just pretty much gives you a list of all your phone calls, and it gives you some pretty high-level KPI metrics, right? The time and day that they called, the tracking number that they called in on, the call duration, the caller ID information of that person, the city and state where that person is calling from, the source name of where they came from, answered or missed phone calls, which is important, so people can call back. So that's calls. Then we have over here company profile. So this is for this specific company. We can literally go in there and edit the company, add their logo. Right, if I want to go in and add a logo as an example. Here, I'll add your little favicon, right? And then we can just save it, and it'll add the company logo as an example. We can put in all the customer information. The customer can also edit this information too. This is just company data. Then we have company users, so all of the users inside of this actual company that have access to it. Then we have company services, which is what services are active for the company. And then over here, who's the project managers attached to each specific service. Now, a lot of the partners that we work with is just one-man operations, which is completely fine. So we would just assign all of the project managers the same person.
Yep, to me,
Yep, just assign them to you, and then it looks like you're basically doing all of the work every time they get a notification.
That's very, very nice.
And then we have companies up top, which is once you start, see this is the demo company, we just added the logo. You can go in here and you can edit the company. And then once you start adding companies in here, it's just gonna all be populated nice and organized. It's gonna show you top level view of what services are active. Then we have over here agency snapshot. So as you start growing your agency, you're going to be able to see how many total companies are in your platform, how many total users are on the platform, how many people are in directories, how many people have website analytics activated, how many people are in SEO, how many people are in social media, Google Ads, Facebook ads, call tracking, website builder, right? So it's just going to give you a top level overview and nice little bird's eye view of what's going on within your agency, because once you get to 50 or 100 customers, things can start getting really messy. So this just is a great way to keep it really nice and organized.
Very nice.
Yep, and this is going to get more intuitive too. This is just like a V1 version.
Yeah,
then we have
the V1s, aren't they?
And then we have a profile. So these are all of your agency settings. So this is your profile, right? So you can go in here and edit your profile, which I saw that you already did. Then you have the agency settings. So you can go in here and add your agency information, right? This is all your contact information. And this contact information will show up on, notification emails and things like that, where the customer will, pull all your agency information from whatever's stored in these fields and automatically display it on anything that's white labeled. Then branding, as you can see, your branding is already done. So
I had a little play with that and changed the brand color down the bottom there to purple.
Yep. So what's going to happen here is we had this set up before we did the platform upgrade. It still is set up. Like you'll see, like when email notifications and stuff go out, it'll all be in your brand color. We're working on this to have it a little bit more intuitive throughout the dashboard, but the brand color gets a little bit tricky because not everybody's brand color is the same. And then once you start changing the brand color, like if this blue gets changed to gray as an example, it's not going to look good, right?
Yeah.
So,
that's that. Okay, yep.
Yeah. So that's where it gets a little bit tricky. Our developers and our graphic designers are working on palettes and stuff like that, and they're also working on integrating this a little bit more. But this is working. So you'll see them like on notification emails and stuff like that.
Okay.
The next thing we have also is a branded email. So this is the email that all of the agency notification emails get sent from. So as an example, if our team goes into the activity feed and we want to put a new task completed in there and say we just did keyword research, the email that it's going to come from that's going to send to your client is going to be whatever email's in here. Mm-hmm. So you can have service@yourdigitalagency.com as an example. Whatever email that you want as a company branded email for all your custom agency notification emails to go out to your clients, it's going to come from this email.
Cool. And do I have to add SPF or DKIM records to my?
Nope. So what's going to happen is we used I believe it's SendGrid via Google, via the Google platform, and essentially what it's going to do is it's going to send it from our servers, but it's going to be branded your information. So whatever emails there is going to be the from email. And then if they reply back, it goes to you. It doesn't go to us.
Okay.
Domain name, which you can see that you're actually already set up under, right? So we have two different options for domains. We have the DashClicks domain name that we actually assign to your account when you sign up. And then we have a custom domain name, which you already have on your account. And this we highly recommend doing because this basically white labels the entire platform. Mm-hmm. Yep, and it automatically assigns an SSL certificate so the platform's nice and secure. And then, obviously, if you need to change it or if you need to install it, the instructions are here and it's very simple.
Okay. Yeah.
Then we have manage users. Sorry, go ahead.
So can you just go back to? Okay.
So essentially, manage users, these are going to be all of the users inside of the platform, not just on a company level, on a complete dashboard level. And then you can filter by admins, managers, or clients, and you can also add users here.
Wow. Great job.
Yep. So this is Dash.
It's fantastic. So, as you said, V1's always pretty raw. So imagine what it's going to be like on V2, V3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've done a great job.
It's morphing into a beautiful platform. It's V1 is a very strong core platform, and V2, like I said, we're going to be releasing weekly updates. It's just going to have tons of new features. Eventually, we're going to be adding new services onto the platform. There's going to be tons of different stuff that we're going to be able to do in here. The goal of DashClicks and my goal and mine when developing it with my team was we wanted to have, most agencies struggle with a couple of different things. One, they don't want to go out and they don't want to build a massive team. It's really expensive. It's really tedious. It's a big headache, right? And it's very hard to manage, right? A lot of agencies just want to be able to add clients to an account. They're more, they're better at the sales process, right? Mm-hmm. They want to go, they want to add clients to the account. They don't want to worry about going and hiring a Google AdWords expert for $70,000 a year, right? With one account, right? Because you have to get like 30, 40 accounts just to be able to pay for that one salary, right? Mm-hmm. So that's where it gets really tricky. So, the goal was to have an organized way where agencies can go out, get their orders fulfilled all within a white labeled environment under their brand. The clients get access to it. So it's a great retention tool to have. It's just a win-win.
It's just win-win, isn't it?
Yep.
I can't wait. So my clients will be loaded up in here today, hopefully.
Yep. Yeah. The goal is to get your clients in here today. So we'll get all three of them in there today.
Okay.
Anytime
how do I give them access other than adding them a user? What link do I give them?
Yeah, so good question. All you have to do is you just go over here. You'll select the account that you want to give them. Let's just say it's, ABC Plumbing or whatever. You just go, you select the ABC Plumbing. You go over here. You go to company users.
Yep.
And then, below you can view and manage all of the users assigned to this company. This is a bird's eye view of everyone that has access to this company account. Mm-hmm. Then you can just go over here. You can add the user. Mm-hmm. You can fill out the information. And, you don't need to fill it out fully. You just need to put in, all of these. And then you can just shoot your customer over an email for right now.
Okay.
With the username and password and the link to log in. And they can go in there and they can fill everything out. But you definitely obviously want to assign the role as a client. You want to assign the status to active. And then you want to assign him to a specific account.